Hello, guys. Okay, no, the pictures. No. Anyway, I'm cool, guys. Anyway, welcome back to my channel. So today we have another lesson on entrepreneurship. If you are not subscribed already, please subscribe, like the video, comment in the comment section if you have anything to say. So as we all know, I like to try out new things and to try out new small projects. I am a firm believer in starting small with anything. Do what you can, something that's within your means. I hate borrowing money. I hate debt. So I usually try and work with what I have. So I have a fowl run at my house, and I have always wanted to do chickens. So I decided that I was going to do a chickens project. I don't really know how to take care of chickens, so my mom asked me to bring them to her house so that she can take care of my chickens for me until I learn or I get help at my house with somebody who can do it for me. So I am currently not the one who is doing all the hard work that comes with doing the chickens, but I'm sure, like, if you're someone who's passionate about it, you can learn and you'll be able to make money for yourself. Because I am a firm believer in there is no excuse for somebody to sit at home doing nothing, yet they have things at their disposal. So I started a chickens project, and I started with a batch of 100 chickens because that's what I could afford to start with. So I'm going to break down the costs for you, for anybody who would want to then start a chickens project as well. You don't have to start with 100. The chickens come in batches of 25. So the smallest batch you can get is a batch of 25, and you can get anything up to 500,000, a million, whatever makes your heart happy. So my chickens cost 92 cents each. The chicks cost 92 cents each, meaning in total I used $92 on the chicks themselves before anything else. And then when you're doing a chickens project, you need to buy them vitamins. They're also known as stress packs. Those cost anything between $2 and $4, and I needed one packet, and mine cost $2 from the branch that I bought. So now we are sitting at $94, right? Then 100 chickens eat one bag of starter, 3 bags of grower, and 4 bags of finisher, or 3. It depends on what weight you want them to get to. And then there are other additional things that you will need, like infrared lights. If you're a complete startup, you don't have to get infrared lights if you want to cut on your electricity bill, because they do cost a lot of they use up a lot of power. So the bag of starter was $34, and then the grower was $33 each. These are all 50 kg bags. So the grower was $33 per bag, bringing it to $99 for the 3 bags of the growers. Then the finisher was $32 per bag, and mine came up to $96 because I am giving them 3 bags for a start. If I feel like they're too small when they're ready, then I will buy an additional bag of growers. Then there are shavings. So that's like that sawdust that you find in a fowl run on the floor. So this is where your chickens will, where your chickens gonna poop, or yeah, basically, like, it's where they stay. Then you'll need things like drinkers. Some of the things I already had because it's an inherited business. So you'll need drinkers and feeders for your chickens. They use different feeders when they're younger as compared to when they're older. Yeah, I sound like I'm talking about human beings. But anyway, these are broilers that I'm talking about, by the way. So I added my electricity bill, and that came to $348 for the whole batch of the 100 chickens. I would suggest I didn't cost my transport cost, because what I would do is if I had extra money, I prepared for the project in advance. So if I had an extra $70 or $30, as I was doing my errands, I would pass by, buy a bag of feed, take it home, pass by, buy a bag of feed, take it home. And then the last thing that I bought was the chicks. Why I did this, there's nothing worse than thinking you're gonna have money when the chickens need to eat, and then the money is like, not today, boo boo. And it's so sad when you see those chickens, because it's like, yo, what am I gonna give them? And it's not like human beings where you can decide, or you can't. They have to eat the feed. Alternatively, when I was doing research, you can actually grow your broilers as free-range chickens. For those of you that stay in South Africa or grew up in South Africa and ever went shopping, there was always two options, or well, more than two options. But I noticed that sometimes when you buy chicken from the supermarket, there would be free-range chicken, and then there would just be like normal chicken. And I didn't know what free-range chicken was until I realized that they're fed like organic food, so like grains and all of that, and not actually manufactured feed like we do for the broilers that grow within a 6-week period and eat normal feed that's manufactured by the breeding companies. So it came down to $3.48 per bird. I don't know what it would cost you if you had a transport cost, but if you're going to have to get transport that's separate for this, I would advise for you to then just save up and buy your things all at once, so that you don't strain yourself paying $15, $20, $10 every time you get into town, because you're going to need, well, not into town per se, but wherever you're buying the feed, so that you don't strain yourself in when you buy the feed, because you'll end up eating into your profits, because you constantly have this transport cost that's building up. So it boiled down to $348, like I mentioned before, making the cost per bird $3.48. I will just say $3.50 because maybe I did skip something that I'm to learn about during the process, because this is my first batch. So chickens in Zimbabwe at the moment are retailing for anything between $6 and $7. That's like the normal price that you're getting a bird at from individual sellers. In the supermarket, it's a totally different price, because it's priced in RTGS, and because the rate fluctuates, there's actually no you're never really buying it at the same price. So I can't give you an exact cost for how much it costs. So I decided to put an average at what I think I will sell my birds at, and I decided to give an average of $6.50, because it will depend on the size. Sometimes it's the $7 is for the really big ones, and the $6 is for the ones that are just okay, normal size. So in total, I would expect a return of $650 after investing $350 or $348. We're just going to work with 348 because when I wrote it down, I was working with 348, meaning the profit for the batch is $302. So because I am for growth in anything that I do, I am going to I'm going to pay myself, and then for the next batch, I'm not going to take the whole 300 and use it. I'm going to do another batch, but I will add 50 chickens. So instead of 100 chickens, my next batch is going to have 150 chickens. Oh, a disclaimer. A lot of the times when you buy the chicks, they give you about an extra 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't remember the exact number, to cater for mortality, so that some of them will die. So if you have the extras, at least it will cover up for the deaths that occur, so that you can still be within the frame of the number of birds that you expected to uh, take out after the project. So guys, for those of you that are looking for something to do, I know people say in Zimbabwe there are no jobs, in Zimbabwe life is tough. Guys, I'm sure that, you know, every week or so you can put aside at least $30 or $33, $35. Nothing costs more than $34 here, except for the full batch of chickens. If you're doing a smaller batch, I know the 25 kg bags are $18. Yes. So I would say that if you're a person that wants to try something new, you want a little bit of extra income, maybe you don't even want the extra income, you just want to breed your own chickens for consumption, I would suggest getting the chickens, especially if you know how to take care of chickens or you want to learn how to take care of chickens. Then I would say go for it, try it out. I will do a short video showing you my chickens. I don't have much I don't have a lot of footage of them, but I do have a few videos from like the first day and as they've been growing. So guys, oh, and by the way, disclaimer, it's not a disclaimer, tip: if you're not a person that knows how to kill chickens, me, you can hire people to do it for you. Apparently you are able to either pay these people in cash or you give them the insides of the chickens. It's not all of the insides that they get, but there's specific items that they are given that they take in payment. A lot of these people are from high density areas where they literally, their jobs are just to wait for people who want their chickens slaughtered, and then they take the insides and then they sell them for themselves. For those that didn't know, insides are also sold separately. I know, like for my batch of chickens, sorry, I had started asking people if they would want to buy chickens. And if you do want to buy chickens, please, I'm your girl, guys. I had started asking people if they would want to anything from the insides, and some people were like, I want the feet, others were like, I want the gizzards, others said they wanted the livers. So if you're someone who's going to research on what people actually want from the chicken besides the actual bird, I would say that maybe ask the clients that you're selling to if they would want any extras from that. I know that there are people that are selling the insides. For example, I'm a big fan of chicken livers and chicken gizzards, and I know there is a couple that stays in my neighborhood that sells, they do a different type of chickens. They are doing sasso chickens. They sell the chicken insides for $1 a packet, so you can get $1 packet for a packet of 10 chicken livers, $1 for a packet of 10 gizzards, $1 for a packet of for the feet, I think they put 20. I don't really like chicken feet. I can eat them, but